welcome to today's yoga break. I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be working on a flow that is extra special to me. We are working towards forward fold or being able to touch your toes. And the reason this is extra special to me is for two reasons. First of all, my husband kind of challenged me to try to get him to be able to touch his toes, something he's never been able to do. And so I took the challenge and designed this flow to help him with that. The other reason is my number one question and request from my students is I want to be able to do a forward fold and touch the ground. So this flow is special for them as well. One thing I want to say before we get started, just because you can't touch the ground with straight legs and forward fold doesn't mean you aren't getting a lot out of it, or doesn't mean you're not doing it right. It really doesn't matter. But like the illusion of being able to do a handstand or being able to do a split or a back bend or whatever peak pose that a lot of people hold up on a pedestal is, forward fold is that for a lot of people. So being able to get to that point where you're touching the ground with a flat back and straight legs is something a lot of people want to work towards. So if that's something you're after, this flow is perfect for you. So for a quick little warm up, just come to the center of your mat. We're going to just shake our legs out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale it out. Interlacing your fingers, open up your chest behind you. Pulling up those arms. Maybe a slight fold, little bit of a wiggle. Okay, and from here, we're going to take our first forward fold. So I'm going to come to my side here so you can see the profile of how I'm working through this. So you're going to inhale up, exhale, fold, but on this first one, I want you bending your knees. And if you have blocks, this is a great little flow to work with them on. So when you come down, I want your knees bent, and you want your arms out in front of you, your wrists stacked under your shoulders. So if you have the blocks, and this is really a limitation for you, go ahead and grab them. If you feel comfortable, you can put the blocks off to the side. Okay, and keeping those legs bent, and just kind of walk it out just a little bit. If you're up on your fingers, totally fine. Okay, and you're going to walk your hands out just a little, and then walk your legs back, coming to your first downward facing dog. So your palms are planted, fingers spread, arms are externally rotated here. You want to drop your upper body down, looking back. If you need to bend your knees to keep that pike shape in your back and hips, do so. If this is your first downward facing dog of the day, you might feel a little stiff. And you're just going to walk your legs out here. Again, if your heels can't touch the ground and your legs aren't straight in your downward facing dog, it's totally fine. Walk it out. Okay, we're going to start with our right leg here. Lift. Pull that right knee in and plant that foot or walk the foot as you need to. You're going to come down, drop that knee to your first low lunge. And if you feel like you have it in your practice here to walk your foot out a little bit more, to go a little deeper, that's great. You want to keep hips neutral here. Don't tuck them. Don't tilt them back. Nice and neutral. Breathe. Hands can be at heart. Up, or you can open your chest up a little bit more here. Inhale, exhale, come back into a half split. So you're sitting those hips back. Again, if you want to grab your blocks to deepen that stretch, you can plant them beside you. You really want to make sure your back is flat. So if you find yourself doing that, having your rounded spine like this, lift that chest up. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, plant those hands, reposition your feet if you need to, and lift yourself up into a high lunge here. You're going to inhale, exhale, fold forward. Again, adjust your feet slightly if you need to. Straightening those legs out. Grab that block again if you need, or plant your hand. by that right foot. Open up your chest. Breathe. Planting that hand, left hand, right hand plant, bend your knees if you need to. Float that right leg back, downward facing dog. Nice job. Walk that dog out again. Nice work. And now we're going to move on to the left side. Lift, pull forward, float your foot, find the middle of your feet, drop that right knee down. Pelvis is neutral here. Find your low lunge. Breathe, lift with your chest, shoulders are back. Inhale, exhale, back into your half split. Inhale, come forward, lift that back knee, reposition your feet as needed. Swing those arms up to your high lunge, hold. Inhale, exhale, straighten that left leg. Reposition your feet as needed. Hold. Inhale. Open up. Lifting that right arm up, forming a straight line from your right fingers down to your left. And release that hand down. Plant those hands. Bring that left leg up and back. Find your downward facing dog right here. You might feel that your legs are a little straighter or your heels are able to get a little bit farther. Deep inhale, step or jump forward on the exhale, and we're going to revisit that forward fold. So if you want your blocks, grab your blocks. Slowly roll up. You're going to inhale. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Hinging at the hips, not rounding your spine. You want a nice flat back here. And see where your fingers can go. Bend those knees if you need to. And we're going to hang out here. Okay? We're going to hold for 5 breaths. Deep inhales. Find one focal point on the mat. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees slightly. Interlace your fingers and bring them to the back of your head, applying a little bit of pressure and slowly rolling up. Nice job. Okay, from here you can repeat that flow on each side 1, 2, 3 more times if you want, or build it into your own free flow or sun salutation, or if you're simply done with practicing for today, that's great too. And we're going to end with a few meaningful breaths here. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. To inhale here, hold. To yourself, give gratitude for showing up today and spending this time on the mat. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. Be sure you subscribe so you see these short flows show up in your inbox